Hi everyone, Melvin here. So today I'm gonna rank all of the extreme demons, the rated extreme demons that I have beaten. There's a few caveats here. So I said rated specifically because I've also beaten a few unrated extreme demons, which I'm not gonna list here in the tier. And there's also a few extreme demons that I've beaten in the past that are also now insane demon. For example, Ice Carbon Diablo X. Last I checked, there was an insane demon, so I'm not gonna rate it here. And my rating will be based off my experience with the level and how fun I think the gameplay is in general. It's not gonna be about how good it looks, deco-wise or effects-wise. I'm the wrong person to ask those things. So I have all of them here listed, 37 from here, Sigma interface, all the way here to Hyper Paradox. There's 37 in total, excluding the unrated ones and the ones that are now insane demon, because there's quite a few that are now insane demon. So let's start off with Sigma interface. This I can safely say it's a B. It's like the most average level ever. Gameplay is nothing too special, and all I can remember of the level is that it's purple. That's all. Hateful Reflection will be the first level I'll put very low in D. No, I'll put it in F. This level was so bad. I got so unlucky with it, and the gameplay is atrocious. That's all I gotta say. This deserves the F. Prismatic Haze. I want to like this level, but my experience with this level was so bad. I died past 90% so many times. I'm gonna have to put it on D. I had such a bad experience. I think if you can fluke this level, then this level would be higher. But fluking that ending is quite hard. Next is Monster Cat, which I will put on D as well, because I remember the gameplay being very bad and nothing stood out. Nothing about the level stood out. I don't even remember how the level looks like. Auditory Breaker, I'm gonna have to put it on C, because it's a Sonic Wave remake. The gameplay already is nothing special. It's very boring. And putting it on C because the gameplay of Auditory Breaker in comparison to Sonic Wave is just ever so slightly better. Next is Gunslinger Corridor, which I will also put on B. This level, I had good experience with it, but mostly because this level is so easy. The gameplay is nothing special. It's basically an easier Death Corridor. I'm gonna have to put it on B. Cold Sweat. I'm gonna have to put it on B as well. Learning the level is so hard, it takes so much time, but once you know how to do it and you can do runs on it, it's so satisfying to do. But playing from zero though, the beginning can be very annoying and can take quite a lot of time to get past the pre-drop. So I'll put it on B, because playing from zero and learning it is hard, but doing runs on it is fun. Sunset Sandstorm, I'm gonna put it on S. So here's the thing, same case, playing from zero is extremely hard because the first 30% just carries the level, but if you can get runs on it, or just doing runs from checkpoint, this level is so good, it's so satisfying. I might even put it on SS, but I'm gonna have to see. You know what, no, I'll put it on SS, this level is just way too fun. Belengo Vortex, I'll put it on A. It's a good 9 circles level, but I feel like the ending, like everything past 60 is annoying. Although I have to say I did fluke it from 60% or something. So I don't exactly know how annoying the last 40% gets, but I can imagine it's very hard. So since my opinion is a bit skewed, I'll put it on A. The Hell Dignity, I'll put it on, yeah, A as well. The Hell series, like especially mainly this one of those levels that you don't expect it to be fun, but it oddly is fun. It's quite fun. Arctic Light, I'll put it on S. Arctic Lights, as some of you may know, it's my favorite 9 Circles Extreme Demon. It's good gameplay and I like the music, so it's an S. It deserves the S. Okay, next is Fusion Z. I'm probably gonna put it on S. It's again a very fun level. The gameplay is not hard to learn, it's just mainly long. It's just a long level, but it gets extremely consistent, so that's why I'm putting it on S. Red World Rebirth, probably C actually. I beat Red World Rebirth so fast, or I think it's like in 600 attempts, but this level is free on high refresh rates. But besides that, the gameplay, it's nothing special, it's nothing too great, nothing really enjoyable. I just beat it very easily, so that's why I get to C. Next is Acropolix. But yeah, that's Acropolix with an X. So I'll put this on C. Why? Because Acropolix is worse than Acropolis, and Acropolis is an insane demon, which I did really enjoy. but that's an insane demon, so it's not gonna be ranked here. But Acropolix is worse. And yeah, there's also the final wave, which is just dumb. Next is Hypersonic. Yeah, that's Hypersonic. I'll put on D. I really did not like Hypersonic. Hypersonic, I had a bad experience with it. I got so mad playing this level, so that's why it gets the D. Next is Diligence. So the Ocular Miracle series, 2 levels out of 3 are currently Extreme Demon. So there's Reverie, Fave, and Diligence. Reverie right now is Insane Demon, but Fave and Diligence are Extreme. So I'm only gonna rate those 2. So let's start with Diligence. Diligence was actually quite fun. I'll put on A. I don't know, it's just your average, just fast-paced gameplay, but the duels are quite nice, and this takes less time to learn out of both of the others. Or at least in my opinion, like the Ocular Miracle levels are mainly, they just mainly take a while to learn because there's just so much going on. And speaking of which, Fave I'm gonna put on B. It's worse than Diligence because the gameplay is just, it doesn't work sometimes. Like I feel like people just place random orbs and portals at random intervals and just call it a day. And also, yeah, this is less enjoyable in my opinion. So I'll put it on B, so right below Diligence. Next is Annihilation Nation. I'll put it on C because Annihilation Nation, it's not really fun. Like again, same thing with Retro Rebirth. This level is really easy and high refresh rate, so I beat this very quickly. But I would say if I had to spend more than 2,000 attempts on this, I would quit. I would quit the level because this level would be become unbearable. Azurite is B. Again, this is like your average glow deco level, nothing special. The gameplay doesn't stand out. It's nothing about this level stands out, and I didn't have a bad experience with it, but also not a great experience, so I'll put it right in the middle. Cataclysm. Oh boy, the standard Extreme Demon. I honestly don't know where to put it. I think I'm gonna have to put it on D. The gameplay is not that great. It's like old level 1.9, 2.0 level, or whatever, 1.9 level. Yeah, I think Cataclysm was made in 1.9. I did not have a good time playing this. I just mainly played this as my second Extreme. At the time, my first Extreme was Quest for Perfection, which is a Cataclysm remake. But that level is right now an Insane Demon. Thanatos. I'm gonna put it on SS. Some people may question my sanity, but at Thanatos I had, for some reason, so when I first looked at Thanatos, this level looked unbearable, and then when I gave it a fair shot, this level just became my favorite level. I don't know what it is about this level, but I just had such a good time. It's not even because I didn't spend much time on it. It took like what, 8,000 attempts or 5,000, I don't remember, so not a small amount, but I just never got bored of playing this level or never got frustrated. Even when I died at 90% or something, this level still remained very enjoyable. So I'll put it on S. Astral Divinity. Sorry, but this gets I don't know. No, I was thinking about F, but that's too harsh. The deco, people mainly praise this level for its deco, but the gameplay is atrocious. I didn't enjoy this level, honestly. Gameplay is really bad. Black Blizzard gets an S. It's a good level, what can I say? The pre-drop is annoying though. It's like similar to Sunset Sandstorm, where the pre-drop carries the level, but in the case of Black Blizzard, the pre-drop is not so fun, while Sunset Sandstorm's pre-drop is very hard but enjoyable. Allegiance gets an A. Allegiance is a good level. Can take a bit of time to learn in the beginning, but it's really satisfying to do runs on, so I'll give it an A. Accu. One of the levels that almost everyone does as their first Extreme because it's so easy. I'll give it an A. The gameplay is good. I like this level, even though I died at the last triple spike, but it doesn't matter. No! It didn't take that long to get to beat it afterwards, so my experience with it wasn't terrible. So I'll give it an A. Sonic Wave, F. Easy. Level is so fucking boring, it's not enjoyable to play from zero at all. So this is the second level that gets an F. Fexty, I'll give it a B. The only difficult part of Fexty is the wave, the one wave. I think we all know which wave. Besides that, everything else is free. So this is basically a challenge level. You just have everything else, which is a horror/insane demon and then one challenge, wave challenge. That's all. Copenhagen. Okay, first I'm gonna make a disclaimer. I fluked the Copenhagen from 63%, so my opinion on this is extremely skewed because I've heard some people that say this is the worst level because they've died a million times at the second wave while I bypassed it the first time. So I'll honestly give it a D because I do admit the gameplay is not good. It's not a level you do for enjoyment. It doesn't get the F because I haven't gotten as unlucky with it as some people, but I can imagine if I died a ton at the second wave I would easily put this on F, so I'll put this on D. And again, take this with a grain of salt since my opinion on this is very skewed. Plasma Pulse 3. I'm also gonna have to put it on D because Plasma... This is, again, I got so unlucky with this level. I had the worst experience. The gameplay isn't bad, necessarily bad. It's alright. It's just that I had such a bad experience with this level, so that's why it gets a D. Otherwise, we'd probably gotten a B or something. Aftermath. I don't like the ship in Aftermath, especially, but everything else, Aftermath is basically a better Cataclysm, so I'll give it a C. Bausha Vortex, I'm gonna have to give it a B. It's worse than Balengu. The gameplay is worse than Balengu. And I also had a worse experience with it, partially because I didn't fluke this level, I died at the final click. So yeah, I'll give it a B. Bloodbath, I'll give it a B as well, which is very fitting because it also starts with a B, but that's not the only reason. It's okay. I didn't have a bad experience with it, it was pretty good. But I can imagine this level becoming being very annoying if you do this or try to do this as your first extreme or like second extreme or something. Because I think I did this as my like 20-something extreme or 20th, yeah. I did this not long after Double Vortex, so for me this wasn't too bad. So I'll give it a B. Speaking of Double Vortex, here is Double Vortex. I'll give it an A, which might come as a surprise because Double Vortex is a shit level, and I do agree the gameplay is shit, but it's one of those levels that's oddly satisfying. I wouldn't recommend you play this, but me personally, I had a decent time at it. It's just the final part was really bad, but besides that, it's pretty fun actually. Blade of Justice, I'll give this an SS. This is another level that I thoroughly enjoyed. This is the gameplay, it's perfect, it's like perfection. The first robot can be a bit annoying, but it's in the pre-drop, so that's fine. Pre-drops can get away with having bullshit gameplay since you're spending so much attempts at it. But everything else after pre-drop, it's really good, it's the perfect level. The Flawless, on the other hand, is not the perfect level. I will give this an F because this is just straight up, this is just straight fly. This level is just 90% straight fly, there's nothing special about it. I'll give it an F. I had a bad experience with it though because I died at the ending because of a lag spike, but besides that, I didn't have much enjoyment out of it because again, it's just straight fly for the most part. Hyper Paradox. This should be the final level. Hyper Paradox, I will place it at B actually. Hyper Paradox is supposed to be better Hyper Paracosm, but there are still a few parts that are either kind of bugged, not really bugged, but just bad gameplay design, or it's just unnecessarily difficult. Like there's a dual wave that is unaligned, and there's also the final triple spike, which is almost frame perfect, which is just bullshit. So I'll put it at B. I think it's worse than Balengu Vortex and Arctic Lights. Hey everyone, Editor Melvin here. So I realized I missed one level, so I got 36 levels, but there's a 37th level, which is Molten Mercury, which I forgot to add. So I will now rank Molten Mercury. Molten Mercury, I'm gonna have to put it on B as well. Again, nothing stood out necessarily, it was just an okay experience. I beat this level over 2 years ago, so I don't remember how it went. That's why I put it on B. Alright, that's all of my levels rated, as you can see. So my favorite levels are Blade of Justice, Athanatos, and Sunset Sandstorm. And levels that I had the worst experience with are Hateful Reflection, Sonic Wave, and the Flawless. So try to avoid those 3, and I would recommend the top 3 if you can do those. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you again.